You know who that is? Terence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson.
In a fight, they can be. I woke the floor with both of them. I swear to God, if I have to go against both of them,
he's here. Like I said, I don't know this guy. I never seen this guy fight. And I watch a lot of MMA, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean, I'm slipping. Maybe he's a good fighter, you know what I mean?
Ilia Topuria just goes off at Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson, confidently saying he would dominate both of them. He argued that MMA surpasses boxing in excitement and completeness, explaining that it's a true fight with every skill involved, not just punching, but the full range of combat.
Great fighters.
What are your thoughts on boxers? Listen, I had Terence Crawford, I had Shakur Stevenson on stream recently. They said they could beat you in a fight. You know who that is? Terence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson.
In a fight, they can be. I woke the floor with both of them. In a fight.
Well, yeah, they said they could beat you up.
And like in MMA.
Well, I think they said boxing, chat, right?
Listen, if we are sharing this room right now, and we are like me, Crawford, and
Shakur.
Shakur, and someone has to make the bet. Who do you think is going to do?
Well,
both of them.
I think they said
They're
boxing.
Help each other.
They said boxing. I think they said boxing.
In boxing, okay, in boxing.
Different. But they would they got mad at me because I said I believe the UFC is way better, in my opinion, as a fan. MMA is way better than boxing, in my opinion. I think it is.
It's way better.
But they got mad at me
More
for that.
entertaining.
I think it is too. Listen, I've no joke. I thought
have a full fight.
I mean, it's very
it's not
entertaining.
Only with hands, it's like you have everything involved. It looks like it's a real fight.
Yeah. Oh, there's a clip.
This wasn't the first time Ilia Topuria aimed at Terence Crawford either. In another statement, he made it clear he wasn't even interested in discussing an MMA scenario. Instead, he focused on a boxing ring and boldly claimed that if they ever met there, he would knock Crawford out on the very first exchange. Ilia Topuria said, "I won't talk about what would happen between Crawford and me in an octagon. I'll talk about what would happen in a ring. I put him to sleep in the first contact." However, Terence Crawford dismissed Ilia Topuria outright, saying he's nowhere close to Conor McGregor's level. He pushed back on any comparisons, insisting Topuria hasn't earned that kind of recognition, and calling him just another name without the same impact or star power.
What money would I get out of fighting him? Tell me how much I'm gonna get out of fighting him.
Well, I know
Please.
Floyd made a lot, obviously, to fight Conor.
He's not nowhere near on the level of Conor McGregor. Let's be real. Stop it. Don't ever compare him to Conor. Conor was here. He's here. Like I said, I don't know this guy. I never seen this guy fight. And I watch a lot of MMA, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean, I'm slipping. Maybe he's a good fighter, you know what I mean?
Ilia Topuria has also challenged Conor McGregor to a street fight in Spain, saying he would be in Madrid on March 7th and inviting McGregor to show up and test himself.
If it was up to you,
Yeah.
who do you think makes sense for you to fight?
You know who I would love to face?
Who?
Conor.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you think you would beat Ilia
I
Topuria?
watched this clip.
You seen this?
Oh, yeah, right.
Topuria. Well, grab me the script of the chest and slap that little nose off him, yeah? Little ding-dong that he is, yeah? I'm focused fast. I'm in my bed now, yeah? I'm in my bed at the bare knuckle store and let's see what's what. We're bouncing the young kind of bare knuckle. You little fool, I'll peg your head in. A little short-ass dick or box your jaw in. On sight. I'm in my bed in Spain, yeah? I'm in my bed in Spain, October 12th at the bare knuckle. Start, bro.
Dude,
I'm in Madrid March 7th at WoW FC. Come, you're more than welcome.
holy shit.
And
Wait.
try to do something.
Oh my
do
God.
Do some. Come in there. I'm not accepting your invitation. I'm inviting you. Come, March 7th at WoW in Madrid Arena. If you want me to send you a specific location, I'm gonna do that.
Earlier, Terence Crawford shared that he once met Ilia Topuria at a UFC event where Topuria greeted him respectfully and shook his hand. At the time, Crawford says he didn't even know who he was. Later he came across comments online where Topuria claimed he would knock him out in the first round, something Crawford dismissed as fake, and argued that if someone truly wants a fight, they should address it face to face instead of making bold statements online.
I didn't even know who he was. When he seen me at the UFC, he came up and shook my hand saying, "What's up to me?" I didn't even know who he was, you know, but then I see him online talking about he'd knock me out and in the first round and this and that and this. Well, if you want to fight me, you had the opportunity to tell me like, hey man, I want to fight you. What's up? Like, that's fake. You know, if I don't like somebody, if I want to fight them for whatever reason, I would have been like, hey, what's up, man? What you think about me and you fighting? I'm not going to go hide behind, you know, the keyboard and things like that, and then be like, oh, I knocked this dude out, this and that, and this. I think that's fake.
Meanwhile, Dana White has completely shut down any talk of a crossover bout between Ilia Topuria and Terence Crawford, stating plainly that he has no interest in making that fight happen.
One last one for you, Dana. You're now officially promoting boxing shows. We have UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria saying he's gonna knock out Terence Crawford. Can we expect some crossover boxing matches like you did with Mayweather and McGregor moving forward?
I certainly hope not.
Ilia Topuria is confident he can persuade Dana White to allow him to step into a boxing match. He explained that it's a goal he genuinely wants to pursue and believes Dana will eventually back him. Topuria is sure he'll get the opportunity.
Obviamente, es algo que quiero hacerlo y no creo que él me diga que no a querer cumplir mi sueño, ¿no? Yo creo que él es una persona que me apoyará, tendré su apoyo, no tengo ninguna duda. Será un tema de conversación a comenzarlo, pero estoy seguro que se aprenderá.
On the other side, Ilia Topuria also revealed the 3 fighters he's most excited by: Islam Makhachev, Conor McGregor, and Paddy Pimblett. He said he'd especially like the chance to be the first to knock out Pimblett, on adding that if no one else has done it yet, he wants to be the one to achieve it.
Justin, Islam, and I mean in Armand, right?
Actually, I don't want to fight with Justin because it's like.
Okay, so who's your 3? Sorry.
Okay, will be Islam.
Okay.
Conor, and who else that I really want to fight that I always say like this fight excites me. Who else?
John Jones. I'm
Paddy,
kidding.
bro.
Paddy?
Paddy.
Bro.
I would love it. Like,
Someone had asked,
I
would
feel his chin. Nope.
well, hold on. He's never been knocked out, right?
Yeah, that's why I love to do that, to be the first one. I always say,
Yo, you know who's
if
good too?
someone did it, I also can do it. And if no one did it, I always can be the first one to do it.
Ilia Topuria explained why he doesn't fight multiple times a year, saying every fighter has their own approach. He respects those who stay active, but focuses on full structured training camps. For him, stepping into the octagon at anything less than peak condition isn't acceptable. He wants to be fully prepared, injury-free, and at his best every time he competes.
Job done.
Do you think someone like Merab that fights 4 times a year, 3 times a year, do you think that kind of is it could fuck with you a little bit when you're fighting such a competitive fight like someone like Jan? I feel like if you fight 3-4 times a year, it can be kind of hard.
I don't know. Everyone has his own style. If that's something that makes him happy, he has to do that.
Yeah, I get that.
For me, for example, I don't like to fight 3 or 4 times in a year because I really enjoy to have a proper training camps. I never go inside the octagon with an injury or something like that. You were asking me before in the lounge, like I always go at my 100%. When I go inside the octagon, I really want to fight.
And you don't spar, you told me, right? You don't really spar.
I do sparrings, but very specific sparrings.
On the other hand, the biggest fight in the lightweight division right now is between Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira, and Ilia Topuria has also shared his prediction for the fight. While showing respect for Charles Oliveira, he backed Max Holloway to come out on top, calling it a bold choice from the champion.
Paramount, with the Paramount stuff. No, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Oh, the chat said Max or Charles.
Who's gonna win that fight? I love Charles because of his personality. He's such an amazing human being. But I think Max is taking.
You think Max gonna win?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but don't count Charles never out. He's dangerous in any moment of the fight. He can just submit you at any time.
What weight are you right now? Like, what weight are you at, when you're not training and you're not?
However, Charles Oliveira expressed confidence that Max Holloway wouldn't last 5 rounds against him, noting that with 4 decision wins already in his career, he has no intention of going to a 5th.
A finish one way or another in the first round, or sort of a classic 5-round back and forth? What do you think is more likely between you and Max?
olhando para o estilo de vocês, o que você acha que é mais provável de acontecer? Um nocaute no primeiro round, seja para qual lado for, ou, porra, um clássico de 5 rounds?
Cara, na realidade, eu acho que os 5 rounds ele não chega. Eu sou um cara que procura o tempo inteiro, eu caço o tempo inteiro, é isso que eu quero fazer. Eu tenho, nem sei quantas lutas, mas eu sei que eu tenho 4 lutas que são na decisão. Então eu não quero acrescentar mais uma na decisão. Ou eu vou nocautear, ou eu vou finalizar. Eu vou procurar isso o tempo inteiro.
Man, I don't think he's going to make it 5 rounds. I'm a guy who's always looking to finish the fight. I'm a guy who's always looking to end it. And I think I have, 4 decisions in my career. I'm not looking to add a 5th one. So I really think that I'm going to be able to finish the fight before the 5th round.
Max Holloway is aiming for 2 division champion status, expressing his desire to reclaim undisputed glory. He highlighted his history with the current featherweight champion, the interim champion, and his upcoming opponent as part of his motivation to achieve this goal.
I want to get back to the undisputed. I want to be a two division champ, you know, and I have history with the champ right now at 55. I have history with the interim champ at 155, and I have history with my current opponent now, fighting with Charles Oliveira. So at the end of the day, first things first, you know, the sport like winning. You know, when you win in this sport, you have a lot of ways that you can go. So my plan is just to go out there March 7, get my hand raised.
Meanwhile, Charles Oliveira looked back on his first encounter with Max Holloway, noting that he was still inexperienced and dealing with an injury at the time. He emphasized how much he has developed since then, growing from a grappling-focused fighter into a well-rounded mixed martial artist. While he respects Holloway's progress and accomplishments, Oliveira maintains that his current self is far more skilled and dangerous than he was in their initial matchup.
Devin Haney got a lot of holes in this game.
Devin Haney, I'd fight Devin Haney for the rematch, but no, what they want to do is get him Shakur. So why do I say that this is trouble? And thank you to everybody that listens all the way to the video. I'm gonna start asking people, please listen to the whole video. This is why what the problem is. The problem is that this is at 147 against a very big and a very strong Ryan Garcia, right? Who came in at 146, made the weight. This is the weight that he's at. And Shakur Stevenson is not even a 100.
Charles Oliveira opened up about a terrifying moment in his career after his fight with Max Holloway, revealing he feared it might be over. He explained that he lost sensation on his left side due to a neck injury. At that moment, Oliveira was genuinely scared that he could have been paralyzed and that his fighting career had come to an abrupt end.
Can you describe kind of what it felt like in there to experience that?
Cara, na realidade, eu perdi o movimento do lado esquerdo inteiro.
Yeah, it really wasn't exactly that. You know, I lost movement on my left side in there in the fight. And I think a lot of people didn't know to explain what it was. So they talked about the esophagus and all of that. But, you know, the reality of it was an injury to my neck. There were talks that I could have been paralyzed because of that. But the reality of it is that I lost movement on my left side. You know, it was no joke, you know. I was told that in the ambulance, the guys were trying to put an IV in.
Acknowledging his opponent, Max Holloway praised Charles Oliveira, highlighting him as a fully developed mixed martial artist. He noted how Oliveira's striking has become a major weapon, explaining that many of his victories don't rely on scrambling for submissions. Instead, Oliveira often wears opponents down on the feet before finishing them on the ground. Holloway emphasized that this combination of precise striking and elite grappling is what makes Oliveira such a dangerous and well-rounded fighter.
Has been brewing even before we've been talking about it. Back in the amateurs, right? All these guys fought against each other. And Ryan says, listen, I know the style to beat Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur's like, cool, you want to come get worked like everybody else? I'm going to show you why I'm on even a different level than you are. And so after the fight, Ryan took the liberty of calling Shakur out, said, I want to fight. And he said something super interesting. He said, I'm not like Tio, because if you can't hurt me, if you don't have any attributes, no power to push me backward, you're not going to be able to keep me off you. And that perked up my ears.
MMA pros also shared their thoughts on this matchup. Arman Tsarukyan favors Charles Oliveira to get the win over Max Holloway in their BMF clash. Though he admits Oliveira can be unpredictable, he hopes for Oliveira's victory because he wants a rematch, feeling that Oliveira deserved the first fight despite the split decision. Tsarukyan believes he was already ahead 2 years ago and wants Oliveira to secure a decisive win this time to leave no doubt and validate the initial outcome.
Твой прогноз на бой за титул БМФ Оливейра Холлоуэй. Как пройдет бой, кто выиграет?
От боя зависит. Оливейра иногда просто выходит, так плохо дерется, иногда выходит просто там нереально дерется. Непонятно от настроения человека. Так что, но я все равно больше склоняюсь, что Оливейра сможет выиграть.
Тебе потенциально было бы интересно подраться с победителем, если бы UFC гарантировала, что это будет следующий претендент на пояс?
Да, конечно, было бы интересно подраться. И надеюсь, что Оливейра выиграет. У нас есть предыстория. И сделать реванш. Люди некоторые говорят, что я там сплит decision выиграл, но я считаю, что я выиграл единогласно все раунды, доминировал. И просто зафинишировать его и показать людям, что это не было случайностью, это было реально, что я даже на тот момент, 2 года назад, был выше классом, чем он.
Similarly, MMA Guru also predicts Charles Oliveira would hold the advantage in a lightweight rematch against Max Holloway. He notes that Holloway lacks the power to seriously threaten Oliveira and might struggle to dictate the early pace. According to the analyst, Holloway could find himself on the defensive, creating opportunities for Oliveira to exploit. Overall, he views the bout as a chance for Oliveira to make a statement.
Saw someone suggest Holloway versus Oliveira 2 at lightweight. Who do I think would win that? I think Oliveira would win against Holloway at this point. You got to have power to beat Oliveira, in my opinion, and Holloway just doesn't have that pop in his shots. So he couldn't bully Oliveira early on. And I think he would give up. He'd be on the back foot and he would give up some kind of back position. So I'd go Oliveira, but, you know, that'd be a good one for Oliveira, try and get a loss off of his resume.
Michael Chandler believes Max Holloway will come out on top against Charles Oliveira, pointing out that Oliveira is entering the fight after a tough knockout and a fast turnaround between camps. Chandler emphasizes the significance of the BMF belt, calling the matchup historic. He's focused on finalizing the contract.
I do. I think Max gets the win. I think Oliveira is coming off of a pretty devastating knockout and turned around real quick, jumped into another training camp. And, you know, I got my eyes set on that BMF belt, you know, if Max wins. So we'll see. It is historic, and it's a one-of-one type of event. It will never happen again, could never happen again, probably. So it's cool, man. It's a bright future. It's a really, really cool event. It's America's 250th anniversary, so I'm excited about that. So we'll get the matchup set. We'll sign a contract. We'll get our date set. I've already kind of started laying the foundation of a training camp, and I need to start laying the foundation of the visualization of what this thing's going to look like, because the problem is we don't know what the heck it's going to look like. It's going to be a brand new venue, a brand new everything. So I've never fought with the smell of grass clippings. So we'll see. I gotta get some grass and start sniffing some grass.
That wraps up today's video. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.